When I was 5 years old, my dad got home a brand new TV. And I was attached to it just like a moth to a flame. Every day after school, my lunch, snacks and dinner used to be in front of the TV, much to the agony of my mom. One day, I was flipping through the channels when I stumbled upon something awesome. There was a man standing. His biceps huge, shoulders wide, hair amazing. His cape was flying in the wind, and strangely, he had underwear outside his pants. Any guesses?
Superman.
It was Superman. I became such a fan of Superman that I started to emulate him. None of my friends needed help, but I went to help them because I thought I'm Superman. I thought I can help my mom. I went to the kitchen. She shooed me away. I became such a big fan that I even made a cape just to wear it in front of my friends to become Superman. Such was the fan. One day, I was in the park and I had this obsession of climbing. So I climbed a 10-foot tree and I sat on the branch. I heard a small creak sound. I thought it must be a bird. Then I heard creak, creak. This is coming from somewhere close. And the next thing I know, the branch breaks and I'm slamming down, free falling for 2 seconds and slammed onto the lawn. All the friends, family there came there and just to check on me. They called my parents. My dad, who had just come home from office, ran all the way to the park and he saw the teary-eyed boy that I was. He came down and he asked me, "Son, what happened?" I, teary-eyed, said, "Dad, Superman didn't come." Dear Toastmasters and guests, you must all be thinking and wondering, when will Abhishek remove this cape? That day I realized that Superman is not just in TV, he is in real life too. My dad clutched my hand and started taking me home, but I couldn't even walk. So he swooped me up and put me on his shoulders and he carried me home. He made me sit on the sofa and he applied Dettol to all the bruises, making sure that I'm not injured anymore. My dad was my Superman that time. But time went by and soon I reached the age when I cannot share everything with my dad. Slowly, I met a friend, my benchmate. His name was Ritesh. We shared so much together that we became practically inseparable. We had the love for the same cuisine. We had the love for the same trek. We had the love for the same vehicles. We sometimes even liked the same girl. Such was the fan that I shared all my things and he became my source of strength. He became my next Superman after my dad. He became the owner of the cape. But time and tide waits for none. Suddenly class 12 examinations were on my head. Entrance examinations, pressures from parents and whatnot. And suddenly I had to come to Bangalore to do my engineering and he went to Shimoga. Again, my Superman went far away. There was a vacuum around me, searching for the next Superman, my next source of strength. And then I started my engineering life. And you all know how 4 years goes by. But in my second year, I met my roommate, Stuti Sagar Panda. His body structure as big as his name. He became my next Superman because he was a great athlete. He taught me how to do great things. He taught me how to play volleyball. He taught me how to swim. He also taught me how to take a girl on a jolly ride. Such were the things I learned from him that he became my next source of strength. He took on the next cape of Superman, of my Superman. And then, the time comes in engineering when everyone who were enjoying till the time becomes suddenly serious and start thinking about their lives. Yes, I'm talking about the placements. I was too one of the boys who every night printed CVs and next day saw them thrown in the dustbin of another company. But one fine day, I don't know if it's good luck or my skill, but I believe it's the first one, that I got placed into one company. And just 2 days before, I had finished my final examinations. And lo and behold, my Superman too was placed in a great company. But again, he had to move to another state. Again, there was a vacancy for my Superman. He went far away. And then, after 2 days, my result comes. I happily go and see my results. A, B, C, F. Something must be wrong. A, B, C, F. A, B, C, F. That F on my wall made me realize how F I was. There was a company waiting in line. I was almost going to graduate, but that one letter changed my life. And suddenly, there was no Superman to bank onto. One was either at home or in 2 different cities. I had no one to share the agony, the pain I was going through. I was a teary old boy again, but this time there were no one to put Dettol on my bruises. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about all the times when my Superman used to just swoop me up and help me. Then it dawned on me that in all the 3 places, the one thing constant was me. The one thing that was same everywhere was me. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have a Superman inside us. We just need courage to put that cape on. Slowly, I somehow studied the same subject again, gave the exam again, and I am now standing in front of you in the same company I got placed the first time. When I can scrape through the difficulties of life by not having a Superman, so can you, ladies and gentlemen. We all have that inner strength inside us which will make us climb any mountain we want or crush any obstacle that comes in front of us. We just need courage to wear this cape and say that we are the Superman. You are the Superman you deserve. You deserve the best. Over to you.